Welcome back here at the Eurobot series, second series here at La Roche-Sur-Yon for the international finals. And we have already started the game between Memory Store and Universitat Politécnica di Valencia. And it looks like the CIMA has already... Oh, one has fallen from the granary, whereas the other is still on the stage. The big robots have actually get out of their starting area, and maybe I can already introduce the other voices that you will hear tonight. So there is Arthur and Antonin that will be joining me to all the commentary.
Hello.
Hi, thank you, Florence.
So what we can already see is that they are, yes, both cursors have been moved successfully to the middle of their thermometers, and they are now, yes, it's the end of the time, so thank you very much, and we will see shortly another game, I think, so we will join. What do you think of this first game? I think that there was a lot of CIMAs all over the place, and a lot of hazelnut crates have been moved, so that's very nice. What do you think? Have you really got the time to see the match?
Yeah, and even from the last picture, we can see that there are things all over the place, so it's a sign of a great match when things have moved and everything is out of order, and so that's the sign of robots doing crazy things, and so, yeah, I think they got a lot of points on this one, right?
Yes, we will wait for all the points to be counted and the score to be announced. I think that the second match is about to start on table 2. Maybe, Arthur, you already know the contestants on this table?
So, we have two teams. I don't know if it's table 2 or 4. I think it's table 4. We have two teams, one from Switzerland and one from Taiwan. We have Teimoto and the NTHU DIT team. So they're going to play the second game, and they are starting right now. You can see the robots getting out of the nests.
Yeah, and both robots going in a very specific path, doing things in order, it seems. The cursor is in position on the Swiss side, and yeah, it is.
Yeah, we can see them navigating very, very close. I think that here they are, yes, they are just centimeters apart, so their detection of the other, we can just remember everyone that no collision is allowed. So we are really on some very fine strategy and very fine pathfinding. Ooh, is it touching? Is it? Yeah, it was colliding.
There was a collision, and one of the robots, so the yellow robot, was stopped. The referee pressed on the emergency stop. So the robot is not going to move anymore, and the Swiss robot can continue, however, to collect some crates on the table.
Oh.
It's a bit of a mess on the table, I think. There are crates everywhere.
Yeah, the collision must have moved their positioning, because really we are not used to this kind of confusion here for the finals. Usually we are much cleaner on the path, and there are only few seconds left. Yes, the CIMAs have started to come out of their nests, and they are trying to go to the different pantries and yeah, moving a little bit. Maybe, yes, they are. Here is the actuators, just top. It's the end of this game. It was very passionate. Yeah, and we will be moving to the game on table 2. We can truly applaud these two teams. It was RTFM and Bobst, I think.
No, it was Teimoto and DIT. It's fine, Florence. Maybe you can take the screen if you want. I have my own here.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will move on to the next game, which will be Switzerland again. It's actually RTFM, Florence. That's a good point.
I was impatient to see them, sorry.
That's the next game, and they will be facing the Turag team from Germany. Turag will be on the blue side. Actually, they already started, you can see them. So this is the yellow robot from RTFM and the blue robot from Turag. They're collecting some crates, I think they're going to be able to switch the sides of the crates, maybe, using this mechanism.
Yeah, and RTFM doing a very impressive strat of going around the objects and moving them as the robot is moving, so they can follow their path and really blaze through this run. So they are already in the middle of the table, and the CMAs in the granary are doing their job. It seems clearing out the table.
Yeah, whereas Turag at the meantime has actually started to also put the elements, but we can see that they're using more like vacuum pumps to get them and try to move them on the right. Oh.
And some CMAs have started too soon, so I believe Turag has lost some CMAs.
Yes, they have been removed. When CMAs start too soon, usually they have the referees, just to push their emergency stop button and remove them from the table, so they are not in game anymore. And it's the last seconds here of the game. Every CMA I look at as get out of their nest, and it's the end. It was a quite impressive match, despite, I think, some looseness in the different hazelnut crates.
We can check some scores. Maybe we have the first score. You know, we had this first game before with Memory Store from Serbia and the Spanish team from Valencia. And you mentioned, Antonin, there would be a lot of points, and we actually have quite a few points already. So I can give you this first result. The score was 131 points. On the other side, 39 points. A victory for Serbia, Mermitsor.
And
Great
during
game.
this time, the preparation has started on table 5 with NTU Maker in blue and Aerobotix Inset in yellow. So they are both ready, and I think they are just waiting for referees to announce the start of this game.
The Taiwanese team seemingly trying to compete for the frugal award with some clear mecha and really interesting design. Yeah.
Yes, usually they were more like carbon and fully closed, so that's something really different from them this time. It's nice to see. We'll look how it will perform now. Or maybe it might change. Looks like there might be some trouble with the playing ground, so the head referee was measuring the border. Usually it's supposed to be compliant with the rules, but sometimes we might have troubles. Antonin, in your history with your team, did you experience some problems with the different playing areas?
Yeah, not usually on my team, fortunately. We tend to do things quite simple, so I think the match has started, so they are blazing through. And
so the yellow robot on the left of the screen is the Tunisian team, and on the right side the transparent robot, as you mentioned, Antonin, from Taiwan.
Yeah, and the robots are moving really differently. One has mechanism wheels, whereas the other has some regular wheels, but looks like it's using different strategies also to come in and come out of their starting area. How will they manipulate the different crates is, yeah, here the Tunisian team is really efficient in how it's taking the different crates and then selecting depending on the color. But I think it's a problem with the Taiwanese team. Ooh! Whoa. What happened?
Dancing
I think the
robots.
referees are, yes, reacting very fast. The robot was spinning. I don't know what happened, but really, it's not usual. Oh! It was supposed to be stopped. What happened? Have you already seen something like that?
It's crazy. It's like it doesn't really cut the power, or maybe the referee didn't push hard enough. Maybe sometimes emergency stops can be quite tricky, but they are made to be universal wide, I think. So
They're not
yeah.
supposed to get stuck or
Really.
or
It's
pop out.
supposed to ease the job of the referee, and all the CIMAs on the Turkish side have gone into the pantries.
Yeah, it was really. I'm very curious on how the referees are going to score and if they are going to give some warning or maybe penalties even for these teams, because both teams have got some different qualities, and it was very impressive, very unexpected reaction from the robots.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And so the
It looks like
next
no,
next
the
one is
table is not number 5, right?
oh,
It's number 6, I think.
an NTU with a very impressive robot, visually, like we can see that a lot of effort have been put in the aesthetics.
I
in
can
this one.
confirm. I think that the text is not really. Yes,
It's the
that's
Serbian team, right?
It's
the blue one.
Serbian team in yellow. It's
Micro.
me and DIT Robotics in blue, and both robots they are very square compared to the previous different robots, and they are very fully closed. Even the different screens have lightings and all. So it's wow, very fully finished. And the cursors have been put to the middle of the thermometer for both teams, and they are now fully concentrated on the hazelnut crate.
There's a custom cursor
Oh,
for
oh, oh,
also
oh!
this one.
One element has stayed upright.
That's 0 points. Whose points is it?
No, it's points for both
It's points
teams.
for both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
suppose for both. If you want to be a very nice team, you could put all the crates upright, and that would be points for everyone.
And you
This
can
is-
fit more of them if they're upright, right?
Yes, sure, but this is very impressive because I think we have seen some elements that have been turned on the side. So yes, it was neutral, but this is a first, I think, that if it stays upright for the end of this game, that would be first. So all the CIMAs have actually tried to go to the different pantries, and they are now moving, maybe. You can see them on the camera. Okay, thank you very much. It was a very nice game between me and DIT Robotics. Do you want to announce maybe more score? I think that Teimoto.
Teimoto, yes. They were facing NTHU DIT, the other Taiwanese team, earlier, and we have another really clear score. Winner with 118 points, with 39 points on the other side, and the winner was the Swiss team Teimoto. And that's all we have for now, but we already have a new one.
And this match going good, like both teams doing the actions perfectly, putting the crates in the pantries like expected, except maybe the brown one isn't moving.
Yeah, it looks like the yellow robot, from Hyperion Robotics looks like it's stuck. Maybe it has detected the other robots and cannot decide on the path that it's going to take. In the meantime, their Ninja CIMA has been very performative. I mean, we are looking at something at a mini robot that has completely emptied the fridges that are on the top in the granary, and they are now manipulating the empty crates. So that is so impressive compared to the rest. And in the meantime, yeah, one of the CIMA has started to come out. No, okay. They are now, the referees are very attentive if they start to go out before the last 15 seconds. And yeah, they are all starting to colonize, maybe some traffic jam just outside of their starting area.
It's a lot of squirrels to look for, right? And the game is over.
Okay, we can applaud very, very highly these two teams for this quite impressive demonstration of robotics.
Yeah, and what a bummer for such teams to face like this and end the match like this. It's really annoying as a team to end the match face to face because of some issues. Yeah, good luck to them.
Yeah. They are already very good for detecting the other and just continuing their game sometimes. But yeah, we can see now on the new table, Monsno against Bobst. So these two teams have just started their game and they are fully out of their starting area.
So the blue robot from Belgium is collecting some crates, and you've just seen it swapping all the crates to the blue color to get the points for their team.
What a crazy mechanic from the white robot doing loading into the bay, but they seem to be stuck on some crates.
Yeah, it looks like it's stuck on some routine I'm not sure about. But their CMAs were very much aligned on their nest limit, so it was impressive also. Oh, we can see here that the Ninja CMA has already pushed on Monsno all the different crates from the granary, maybe except one, but it's still impressive. And I guess that Monsno is also, main robot is stuck in the middle due to detecting Bob's robot.
They're seeing each other again like the previous game, right?
Yeah. I guess that as you can steal some elements from the other team, they are all trying to move a lot on the playing ground and yeah.
The reason the CMAS coming out. The reason the first robot was stuck is that the emergency stop was pressed. I don't know if you saw this earlier. But there was no danger, so it was probably a decision from the team.
Yeah,
okay.
All the CMAs have come out in order in two waves, and very impressive CMAs from both teams.
It's actually a lot of points that are coming from the CMAs, right?
Yes, right, but it's also a lot of work to do small robots, and especially when you have so many to manage on a short time, and to be sure that it doesn't collide with the main robot, and so it really brings you any point, and it really scores. And we can already see that the teams are ready on table 4, so Talbot from Algeria in yellow will be confronted to Garin's Metallics from Spain in blue.
Right, and you were talking about the CMAs, and yeah, they are really about the same work as the main robot, and also about the same price. So it's normal that they are doing about the same points also on the table. So they really are complementary, and both sides of the team are really important and often quite separate because of very separate goals.
And you need to get approval for all of the different CMAs too.
Yeah, they all need to be approved by the team,
referees.
The referees, exactly. And yeah, they all have to work like the 6 of them, 7 if you count the Ninja one, and that's quite a challenge.
I thought that they were only a simplified version of the robot because you don't have to deal with all the actuators and all, but you still have to detect the other team and etc. So there's still a lot involved in the movement of the detection of the others and even just their batteries management.
Yeah, exactly. There are small robots, and but they still need to perform many actions like the big one, and there's also the size, the size aspect they need to be less than 15 centimeters square, so that does not give a lot of space.
All right. Okay. At the same time, the game between Talbot and Garin's Metallics has started, and unfortunately, I think that Garin's Metallics hasn't come off their starting area, but their Ninja Sima, has started on the granary and is trying to push some hazelnuts. Talbot has moved a lot, I think.
Moved a lot. I don't know if they have a lot of points yet.
I can
At
see the
least they will-
cursor. I can see the cursor. I think it's in the middle.
They're going back to the starting area, the nest also, which is a bonus action, I think. And we are nearly at the end. Actually, we already have only 10 seconds left. And the Sima we were discussing about going all across the table, and this is the end of the game.
And that's one of the least moved tables we have seen, so that gives a lot of space for the Simas actually to perform.
Yeah, there were quite direct routes for them to go directly to the pantries. Is that something difficult to achieve? I mean, to determine the path, the routing for all these different Simas?
Yeah, the cohesion with the robot, the main robot, is very important, and strategies have to be built around this to move the crates at the right spot so that the Simas can reach still the pantries, because otherwise they just are stuck at the entry of it.
Okay. I think it has maybe a big influence, yes, as you were saying, on the scores. So maybe, Arthur, do you have some scores?
I can give you some scores. Yes, we had quite a tight game earlier with the second Taiwanese team, DIT Robotics, that was facing Serbia, the Mu team, and the score was 135 to 114, so only a few points of difference, and the winner was the Serbian teams,
Wow.
Mu.
Impressive.
On the other hand, we also had Hyperion Robotics from Greece and Redwire from Spain. 48 to 26. This game ended with a victory of the Spanish Redwire team. And last one, let's go. Mons, the Belgium team, was facing Bobst from Switzerland, and we had a final score of 107 to 12 points. A victory for the Belgium team, Mons Snow.
It's quite impressive to see so much scores going above 100.
Yeah.
Yes. And we can just recall everyone that this is the international finals. So lots of them have already got their qualification and they got qualified. There are only 3 teams per countries that are qualified here for the international finals. So that's why also we have 3 Serbian teams, for example, 3 Taiwanese teams. And yeah, that's very nice to see. From your experience of both, have you already commented or seen some match with this kind of quality, or maybe a difference of actuators may be used between the international teams and the French teams that we see often here?
Yeah, they are really impressive, and they are clearly the best in their countries. As the score suggests, they are clearing out the table really regularly. And, but it's also really interesting to see how much diversity there is across the robots, because they could find the optimal strat and all do the same thing. But it's really interesting to see that there are some grippers, there are some section caps, there are all kinds of strategy, and they all perform really well. So really sums up to the team that put the effort to create all those creative strats, because and every year we see different strategies, because as we can as every year there are new rules. So they all have to innovate each year and really find the best thing for them.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive that the teams are actually moving all the items on the table and not just pushing them, you know, like we see a lot in the first games usually.
Yeah, and while we were talking about the international teams and the high level of robotics that we see here, they actually started a game on table 2. So it is HMU Robotics Club from Greece against Boden Robotics from Germany. And we can see that both big robots have not moved so much. It's mostly the Ninja Sima who is doing the action by trying to push all the crates from the granary, but I am a little bit skeptical on the efficiency of their action.
Maybe the positioning is not as expected. On the other side of the table, we have a few points, though. On the blue side, I think there was some of the crates outside of the granary.
Yes, then they are trying to push it on the other side, yes, of the granary. Some of the Simas have started, though, and tried to reach pantries across the table.
But the German ones didn't. I wonder why. Maybe if the first one gets stuck, all the ones behind it cannot go on the table. So, yeah.
They did press the start button, though, because the Ninja Sima was working. So
yeah,
it's not
for sure.
everything that was stuck. At least they got some points.
Maybe
from
it
that.
was a communication with a big robot. Sometimes it's a big robot that gives the order to move. I'm not sure. So I guess it will be the referees that will score and maybe give us a little bit more of information.
New game. We have two new teams. A team from Serbia, Muini, probably linked to the one we saw just before, and Louva, another team from Belgium. And the main robot from Serbia has aimed at these crates on the table and is collecting and turning them around because it has a lot of yellow, so it's turning them to the correct side. I cannot see the exact mechanism we have for this one.
Yeah, robots can build very differently, and this one is really close, so we cannot see a lot. But the Ninja Sima from the other side is doing its job, pushing all the crates and going back to its spot. And the main robot has some problems finding the right crates, but it follows through and stops in the middle to let the Simas out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on Quinte Notre Royal, I think it was, for UC-Leuven, but the robots haven't moved at all except the Ninja Sima, so maybe again a communication problem or a detection problem. But at least, oh no, I was talking too quickly. All the Simas have actually gone out, and you can see the little playing cards moving on them and turning. So it's very fun. Thank you very much, UC-Leuven, for this very nice touch. Very in theme, I think, with their team.
And in this match, the main robot of the Serbian team has moved, but the Simas have done a really great job on the Belgium side, so I wonder how the scores will be. I think it will be for Serbia on this one, but let's see. The next match has started. I don't know which team is it yet. Both robots really similar and with a similar amount of Simas. That is about 1 or 0.
I think it's a Unicity team from Italy and Mai from Germany that are on table 3. Because here from the stage it looks like it's this table that is actually playing, and so the Unicity team in the blue has just come out of their starting area
And they just missed the cursor.
ooh,
So, yeah, there must have been a positioning error, or maybe the code has changed a bit. But I hope it won't be a problem for the rest of the match, because when the robot is stuck somewhere or is moved, it can really be a mess for the rest of the match.
For both of these teams, I do not see any SEMA. Oh, yes, no, sorry, I was talking too quickly. On the yellow side for Mai, I see one SEMA that hasn't started yet, hasn't come out yet from its
There it goes.
nest, and here he goes. Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh. So the big robot just went back into the starting area, but it drank back with itself a lot of nut crates, but also the SEMA had gone off. That's a little bit sad, I think.
Yeah, the SEMA didn't stand a chance against this main robot, and yeah.
I think this was the last one, actually.
I'm not sure,
We
maybe.
have
Yeah, I think it
only
could.
4 scores we are waiting for, and then we will be over all the games from this series. But we can wait for a bit of score if you want to have a chat right now.
That's for sure. We can always have a chat. I'm very fond
I'm
of
curious, Antonin, so you're actually from a team, right?
Yeah.
Which team?
I'm competing with Super Tux Kart, a French team from Serb, an engineering school in Bordeaux.
Okay.
And I'm actually part of a couple other teams. Like, we are a group of teams coming from the same place and having fun together.
That's
Cool.
great. Is it your team who has the SEMAs just like emergency stop buttons?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I wondered, one time I thought, why can't the SEMAs just all be emergency buttons? And so I did it.
That's so great. It's a perfect idea. I can already tell that all the referees are completely fond of your SEMAs. So if any other team wants to see them, where are you located?
I'm in the second part of the event, and on the left side, about where the music is the loudest.
Where the noise is coming from. We have to
Yeah,
follow the
exactly.
music.
Oh, great. And
We
while
have
were
another
studying-
game,
yeah,
Florence.
It's the last one.
Sorry, it's the last one.
It's the last game here of the second series for the Eurobot finals, and it's between Toucan Robotics from Romania and IEEE RAS Insat from Tunisia. And it looks like both robots just got stuck. I don't know why, but there is Ninja Sima who actually got out some of the hazelnut crate from the granary. So that's some action.
That's
Yeah.
some points.
But yeah, not yet, because it still has to put those crates into the pantries, and the SEMA or the robot has done it yet. So for now, it could be 0 points for both of them. We are hoping they could move some more crates, and maybe it will be a match to improve on. And yeah, both teams looking decepted, seeing maybe the problem to the strategy, or why it could fail. We can see that the Tunisian team has a PC on the back side of the table, so it seems like they are communicating with the robot wirelessly, which is a very impressive thing to do in this cup.
Yeah, especially I know that most of bandwidths here are completely saturated, so that's already something impressive, and I think that it's the end of this game. That was the last game for the second Eurobot series here. I guess we will see more games tomorrow. I don't remember the timeline. Maybe.
The rest of the planning for today, yeah, we have. Do we have some additional junior teams? I think.
I think so.
Yes, we have a last series of junior that will start at 6, and then we will be giving out some prizes here. We will be back together, Florence, around 8 p.m. to give out some prizes from the jury.
Pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you, Antonin, for joining us tonight.
Thank you to Florence, for this great cast.
It was very great to also discuss with you with the different games and etc. To have the technical comments in addition to our more genuine comments. So thank you very much, Antonin.
Thanks.
And
Thank you.
yeah, we'll see you together with Arthur later. And thank you, everyone, and see you in the next series.
Thank you. Bye-bye.